It's time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by State Farm Insurance Becky Pottseva Agency, the American of Fort Pierre, Bank West, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Fording Electric, and Gales Gas.
Olsen hands it off for Guess. He'll pull up for a long range three. He's now got 10, and the Governors lead by 5, their largest lead.
And by American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, CHS River Plains, First Dakota National Bank, Shane's Pharmacy, and Missouri River Dentistry.
To Williger, she'll spin. Gives it back over. Taylor pulls up for 3. That's buried by Graceland Taylor. She's got the Governors up by 6. Taylor's got 5 points.
And by Kruger Contracting, Edward Jones Financial, Lamb Motor, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Todd's Electric, and the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection.
Rebound stepped around. Just we grab by the Golden Eagles and go down the floor. Just 7 seconds ago. As for Fritz, lost it. Ball. It's grabbed by Nick. With 2 seconds to go. The tackle right out.
And now to the booth we go for Pierre Governor Basketball.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Riggs High School for another edition of Governors Basketball on KCCR. Tonight the Govs girls team opens up their 2025 home slate with a matchup against a very familiar opponent in the visiting Douglas Patriots. Dylan Simmons alongside John Winkler, and it is great to be back with all of you tonight on YouTube, on KCCR Radio, and the Governors are looking to take advantage of an environment this evening that has been a little unfamiliar as of late. Home, that is. Pierre has not played a home game since the 21st of December, but in that time they've made many great strides to improve their season, and they're close to getting back in the hunt for playoff contention. And tonight, John, Pierre has a prime opportunity to do just that by defeating a team in Douglas that they have historically had a lot of success against.
Yeah, this Douglas team, and this, what is tough about playing a Douglas Patriot team is that year in and year out.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the costs throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Back here on KCCR Sports, Dylan Simmons with you, and I am joined by the head coach of the Pierre girls basketball team. That is Kirk Bebout. Kirk, nice to have you, and looking forward to tonight's game.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so the first question I've got for you is, Coach, obviously this part of the season has been a little slower overall. You guys have played one game in the last 2.5 weeks. From a coaching perspective, how do you get your team to avoid rust and avoid a slow start tonight?
Yeah, that's a good question. There probably will be some rust, honestly. It's just different when you play a basketball game than from in practice. But the girls have been practicing well and working hard and understanding that every day is an opportunity to get better. And game day, practice day, same mentality. We're here to work hard and get better.
Absolutely. Now, your offense has shown some great flashes throughout this season. What do you think you can do to wrangle that in and have a complete 32-plus minute performance on offense tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it goes with offense. There's going to be ebbs and flows. Sometimes the ball goes in the basket, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, that's just the nature of high school basketball in general. So, yeah, I think we've been improving as far as moving the ball and playing with pace and execution and the things that we want to do. So, just want to continue moving in that direction.
Now, Douglas is a team that you and your team know very well. You have a lot of history with them and a lot of success when playing against them. Every year is a new one. But is there anything that you can use from prior matchups to help you tonight?
No, not really. I mean, like you said, every year's a new year. Every team's different. Every game's different than the game before. You just never know. So, I mean, it's just a matter of us being who we are and playing together as a team and taking every play. Like it's just as important as the last one.
Absolutely. Now, it's been a month since your team last played here at Riggs High School, and tonight's going to be your first home game of 2025. How excited are you and your players to be back in action here, and how much of an effect could that have on tonight's game?
Oh, I'm sure the girls are super excited to get back and play. I mean, they've been in the gym practicing. Like, as a coach, I enjoy the practices. I look forward to the practices probably even more than the games. But the girls are definitely ready to play a game. So, and they should be. That's what they do all the work for. And so I'm sure they'll be excited. And that's kind of where a little bit of that rust comes into. I'm sure you'll see some nerves and adjusting to playing a game again. It has been a while. Our schedule's a little weird with the long break in there, but definitely excited to get back in action and get back at it.
Now, you guys have played some high-scoring teams so far this year. From a defensive perspective, what do you guys learn from those games that you can use tonight to better your defense going into this game against Douglas?
Yeah, I mean, we play a lot of really good teams. I mean, every game is a battle, and our first half of the schedule is really front-loaded. We got ranked team after ranked team, so playing the best, so you definitely get a chance to see where you're at. And so there's a lot of things, both defensively and offensively, we continue to want to work on. Specifically, we know we need to box out. We're a little undersized, and we've been getting better at that. But just not only boxing out, but then also finding a way to come up with a little bit higher percentage of rebounds and just the same thing with offense. Like, we just want to get in that flow and continuity of trusting each other and being able to run multiple defenses.
And as we approach the latter part of the season, what would you like for your team to show you throughout this next home stretch?
Oh, I mean, it's always just been about the energy and the attitudes and the effort. I mean, if we're doing those things and we're playing together as a team and we're striving to get better and we're being coachable and we're sticking together and building trust, then I'm happy. Win or lose. That's we always want to win, and it's easier to correct things and keep working when you win. But also, a lot of times you learn more in losses. So as long as we have the right perspective and right attitude, then I'm good.
All about that perspective and attitude. That is head coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre girls basketball team. Thank you so much, Coach. We'll be back in 3 minutes right here on KCCR Sports.
Appreciate it.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Everett Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Everett Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Everett Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Discover the ultimate driving experience at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. With our extensive lineup of vehicles, including reliable sedans, rugged SUVs, and powerful trucks, finding your perfect match has never been easier. Plus, our dedicated team is committed to providing top-notch customer service, ensuring your satisfaction every step of the way. Visit us today and experience the excellence at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Becky Pottsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Welcome back here on KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront Broadcasting station, and it's just about time for Pierre Governors basketball. Girls are back in action for the first time at home in 2025, and we are just about set to meet the starting lineups for both sides. We're going to start with the Douglas Patriots. They've come up on hard times this year, but much like Dusty Roads, you got to find your way through hard times and get through to the brighter side, and that's what they're going to be looking to do here tonight.
This is a Douglas team that, again, you know, they're 0-8, but on the same side that Pierre can't feel sorry for them. And they start feeling sorry for them and you know, it would be great for them to get a win. Well, let that be the next game. Don't let this be this game. Don't fall into that trap of feeling sorry for them.
Well, last year in Box Elder, it was a little bit closer than Pierre would have cared for. It was a 68-55 game, but the Patriots did a pretty good job to hang with Pierre for a large majority of the contest. And that was a very good Pierre team a year ago, coming off a 16-7 season. Ended up defeating Mitchell in the consolation portion of the state tournament. As we will first meet Emma Blaisher for the Patriots. Next up, Ramsey Johnson.
Junior forward number 24,
Olivia Harris, number 24.
A senior forward number 33, Kelly Lawson. And a sophomore
Kelly Lawson.
Number 41, Riley LaJoy.
And number 41, Riley LaJoy. And Michael Clark, the head coach of the Patriots. Now time to meet the Pierre Governors.
These are your Governor starters. A sophomore guard, number 5, Molly Olsen.
Molly Olsen, number 5, the guard, 5'6", first up.
A junior guard, number 11, Emery Larson.
One of the superstars of this team, Emery Lawson, a junior guard, stands at 5'5". And Gracelyn Taylor, another 5'5" guard, a senior, one of the leaders of this team. Number 23, Grace Richter, another senior for the Governors. And Addison Soma, the senior center for the Govs. That's your starting 5 for Pierre, and your starting 5 for the Patriots. And now the only piece left of the puzzle is to play basketball. And Kirk Bebout taking a moment to talk to his team before this contest.
Looking forward to this one. First time in 2025 for the girls to be at home, and they get some more home cooking as the season now goes on, and just only their third home game. I know it's only the 7th game of the season, but just their third home game overall for the Govs tonight.
Here we go, Governors and Patriots here at Riggs High School. Back underway, and it'll be won by the Patriots to start things off, and that pass is tipped away, almost taken away. Ball goes out of bounds, and Pierre will take it over. Last touch by Emma Blaisher for Douglas.
An early turnover for Douglas, but a good defensive play, and that's what Graceland Taylor does so well. She's a scrappy girl.
That she is, as Pierre takes the ball back on offense. Quick pass out to Emery Lawson on the right wing, gets it back out to the top. Olsen's got it. Olsen in the lane, trying to spin away from pressure, gets it out. Three-point shot is up and good. Emery Lawson gets the first shot of the day.
Larson is such a good shot. She's been such a huge addition to this Governor team, transferring in this past year.
A little bit of a full court press here for Pierre as the Patriots go back to work on the offensive end. Govs up 3-0, 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Here's a mid-range shot that is no good, but a foul's going to be committed, and that will send Olivia Harris to the charity stripe.
Yeah, Grace Richter will get the first foul, and looking for that, and that's, you know, the Governors are going to be they're already a scrappy defensive team, and they're going to want that defensive to be accelerated here a little bit to force those early turnovers from Douglas.
That they certainly will, as the first free throw goes in for Olivia Harris. Harris, a junior, 5'7", one of the taller players on this Patriots team, and she rattles them both home. 1-point game, Govs with the basketball once more. Here goes back to work. Here's Larson, excuse me. Larson with a pass inside. Shot is up from underneath the basket and no good for Addison Soma. Pierre does get the rebound though. Govs have it once more. Graceland Taylor inside, that pass over the head of Richter. Out of bounds, but last touched by Pierre, so the Patriots will take over.
Yeah, just a pass that was just a bit too high for Grace Richter.
Ball goes out of bounds here, and that's going to be off the fingertips of the Patriots. That was last touch by number 33 for Douglas. Inbound pass for Pierre here. Here's Emery Larson, excuse me. Goes back to the top. Got it once more. Able to find Richter. Olsen from the free throw line hesitates with a bounce pass. Now in the corner, three-point shot is up and good. Graceland Taylor from the corner nails the three. And it's 6-2 Pierre. And on the other end, the full court press again for the Patriots, trying to keep a close eye on Pierre. Ball goes out of bounds, and Pierre's defense is really having an effect early on Douglas.
Yeah, you can really see that Douglas just isn't comfortable bringing the ball across midcourt and almost force another turnover.
And this ball is almost taken away. Harris comes up with it underneath the basket. She loses the basketball. Full court opportunity here for Pierre as the Govs go back to work. That pass inside, out of bounds. And last touch by Grace Richter. Turnover for Pierre, and the Patriots take over.
A little bit of a push, but Richter was standing out of bounds when she picked up the ball. But back on the other end, that defensive play, the Governors did a really good job of rotating after Richter missed the steal, of going for that, for still playing good defense.
Taryn Schroyer with the inbound pass. It's turned over right back to the Governors, and Pierre goes to work. Here's Larson from the top. Three-point shot is up here from Olsen. No good. Airballed it, but a nice fight for the rebound by Larson. Ball goes out of bounds. Pierre will retain possession. Good work by Larson, to track down that basketball. Pierre's got it back. And now the Govs. Larson from the right side. Goes back to the top of the key. That pass nearly taken away. Inside, mid-range jump is up and no good here from Taylor. And the rebound by the Patriots. Fast break for Ramsey Johnson, and she double dribbled. Actually went across the half-court line, then went back over it.
Yeah, Johnson got right at that mid-court line, and the one thing you don't want to do is hesitate at mid-court, and it forced a over and back call.
So an over and back, and now Pierre with it once more. In the post is Richter. Richter gets it out to Larson. Larson almost lost it, just able to hold on to it. Excuse me, top of the key, three-point shot is good for Molly Olson.
3 threes in the game for the Governors, all 9 points from beyond the arc.
What a start for Pierre from downtown. They're up 9-2 now on the Patriots. Here's the defense by Richter, and that's going to be an offensive foul by Emma Blaisher. Turnover, and Pierre gets the ball back.
5th turnover by Douglas already here in the first quarter, and it's a lot of credit to what the Governor defense has done.
Timeout taken by Michael Clark, head coach for the Patriots. And right now, Pierre's on a roll, up 9-2. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be right back. You're listening to high school basketball right here on KCCR and on YouTube.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalry? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great. We're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC. Furting Electric and their team of electricians have been serving the electrical needs of Central South Dakota for over 60 years. For fast, dependable service, call Furting Electric. For free estimates, commercial, residential, and farm wiring, you'll find a large selection of light bulbs, including the hard-to-find fluorescent bulbs. Furting Electric at 2903 East Elizabeth Street in Pierre. They'll do the job right the first time. Call 605-224-8684. Furting Electric, 605-224-8684.
Welcome back here on KCCR and on YouTube. Pierre Governors girls basketball in action, and the Govs up 9-2 and wasting no time with the ball. Pierre sending in some substitutes. Richter with the ball on the top of the post, gets it out to Taylor. Taylor inside, tries to find Richter. That pass deflected, got away from Blaisher, but Pierre will retain possession. Pierre sending in Jasmine Just. And here's the inbound pass for the Govs. Ball gets out to Lennox Dupree. She is fouled on her way toward the basket. Tried to get it in towards the baseline. So a foul by the Patriots, and now Pierre with the inbound pass. Pass gets out to Bird. Now a three-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Dupree. Dupree inside, and she traveled. She's trying to spin away from the pressure that time, but couldn't do it cleanly.
And the star for the Governors and Lennox Dupree did not start in this game, but she is one that obviously the Governors always look for in basketball games.
Here's a shot put up by Harris, no good. Offensive rebound, Pierre gets the ball back. Now Dupree's got it once more. Dupree in the high post, gets fouled. Gonna be a push foul against Taryn Schroyer, and that'll lead to a Pierre inbound pass.
Actually, calling on Ramsey Johnson, who's picked up her the team's second foul.
Okay, so they called it on Johnson. My mistake, inbound pass for Pierre. Dupree's got it. Dupree, nice move inside, off the glass, good. Dupree gets the basket. It's now 11-2 Governors. And the Patriots' offensive woes continue. They call another timeout. We're going to stick with the action. 4:21 to go in the first quarter, and Pierre up by 9. It's been a dominant start here, John.
Yeah, and you know, the fact that you did it without Lennox Dupree in the starting lineup and able to get that lead, and she just got her first too. This Governor defense, Coach Bebout was talking about how good their defense was going to be this year and how much they were going to continue to pressure the basketball, and obviously, you know, they've done that in more than just this one game, but they've been able to get those 11 points off of what their defense has done so far.
Here up 11-2 on the Patriots. Our scoreboard sponsored by Brittany Schuffelbein of American Family Insurance. Want to thank her for sponsoring our scoreboard here tonight. And Pierre is certainly feeling it early on against this Douglas Patriots team, trying to find their way to win number 4 on the season. Patriots will have the ball. Blaisher has that one taken away, and scoring immediately is Gracelyn Taylor on the steal.
6th turnover of the game.
Great awareness by Taylor to take that ball away. 13-2 Governors, And how about Lennox Dupree getting in on the fun? She goes out of bounds, or lost the ball rather. It was last touched by Douglas, so Pierre will have nope, they're going to instead rule it for Douglas.
And had Dupree steal the ball and technically ends up going down as a steal and then turn the ball over because the shot clock reset to 35. But just lost the balance, kind of got tripped up a little bit too, but referees just said it was off of Dupree.
Now Blaisher trying to find some sort of space, but Richter is all over her, nearly another turnover. Douglas still has it. Blaisher puts up a three-point shot, no good off the front of the iron. Offensive rebound scoring is Riley LaJoy. It's now 13-4 Governors, 3:46 to go in the first quarter. Excuse me, Dupree inside scores. 15-4 Pierre. And meanwhile, on the other end, here come the Patriots. And another steal for Lennox Dupree. Fast break, Richter. All the way coast to coast, she scores.
First points for Grace Richter tonight now after being such a force on defense.
17-4 Pierre, 3:17 to go in the first quarter. Patriots looking for something to go their way. That pass well over the head of LaJoy. Karen Schroyer just trying to get it out, but had nowhere to go.
Dylan, that's the 9th turnover for Douglas, and we still got 3:09 to go in the first quarter.
That kind of tells the story, doesn't it? The amount of turnovers that Pierre's defense has been able to generate, nothing short of superb, John.
Absolutely. This has been such a good defensive effort to start this game.
Dupree, little shake and bake, had her defender on her heels that time. A travel, though, is committed by Jasmine Joss, so a turnover, and the Patriots get the ball back. That was still a nice crossover move by Lennox Dupree. Looking a little bit like Kyrie Irving with those handles.
Well, the Governors have also turned the ball over now 5 times as well.
That's one thing that they want to make sure to clean up, not just in this game, but in future games against some of the best in AA. Here's another turnover, make it 10 for the Patriots, but it's turned over right back.
Richter was thinking that Larson was right in front of her and the only person there.
And Grace Richter says, not so fast, my friend. She gets it herself, and she scores it herself. Grace Richter's got 4. And 19-4 Pierre, another timeout called. We'll take one as well. 1 minute timeout, we'll be right back. You're listening to high school basketball on KCCR.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. You do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your healthcare is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Welcome back to Riggs High School. Dylan Simmons and John Winkler on the call. 19-4, the Pierre girls basketball team on top of the Douglas Patriots with 2:23 to go in the first quarter. Trying to find their way to win number 4 on the season in their first home game of 2025, if you can believe it. Patriots with the ball. 3-point shot up and off the glass, no good from Ramsey Johnson. Offensive rebound, no good from Schroyer. Pierre's got it. Here's Dupree, fast break, inside, finds someone open, but the shot is no good. It was actually taken away from Soma, and the Patriots have it once more. So sloppy possession, but Pierre's gonna get it right back. How about Grace Richter's defense tonight? Inside shot, no good. Offensive rebound, still no good from Lawson. Richter finds the ball once more, gets it back out to Dupree. 3-point shot is up. No good. And the Patriots fight for the rebound. Let's see who's going to come up with it. Jump ball called. And Douglas will be awarded possession, but some physical play from both sides on that possession.
Well, also, real quick, too, Douglas has called 3 of their 5 timeouts already. They have just 2 the rest of this game. There's still 99 seconds to go in the first quarter.
And open is Richter. Nice move. She cut right to the basket and got fouled on her way up. So Richter heads to the free throw line. Foul committed by Olivia Harris.
First free throws upcoming here for the Governors, where Harris first foul, but she's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. It's the only other free throws we've had so far tonight.
Well, Grace Richter's defense has been nothing short of tremendous. I'd say at least in the early going, she's looked like the MVP for Pierre. Great defense, and she's turned it into great offense as of late.
And those 4 points, now 5 after that made free throw. Those 4 came on open layups after turnovers.
The senior's second free throw is no good, and the rebound taken by Kaylee Hartley. 20-4 Govs. And now the Patriots trying to maneuver their way through the full court press defense. That pass over the head of Kaylee Hartley, and Pierre's going to get the ball back. 1:26 to go in the first quarter. And Douglas, they've had issues scoring this season, John. They've only had one game where they've actually surpassed 40 points scoring all year, and it's been more of the same tonight.
Yeah, and they're just struggling to get any kind of offensive rhythm going with 13 turnovers in the first quarter.
Dupree, long-range 3, can't get it to go, and the rebound taken by Ramsey Johnson. Patriots have it once more, but they're going to need Bill Belichick levels of execution to find their way back in this one as that ball goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Douglas. Riley LaJoy, and it just seems like the timing isn't there for Douglas right now, maybe a little rattled by this Pierre defense.
Well, and I was going to say, that's not a bad look for that last turnover. The girl that was going to be open, but she passed it too late, and the girl wasn't there anymore.
Dupree has a wide open person outside. 3-point shot, no good from Larson, and the rebound by Blazer for Douglas. Douglas in the corner. Gets it out to Hartley. Up ahead, full court opportunity. Goes back to the top of the key to Olivia Harris. Harris has Blazer open. 3-point shot is up. No good off the side of the iron. And now Pierre with the fast break. Larson to Richter. Dribbled the ball off of her own foot. Ball on the ground. Let's see who's got it. Jump ball called, and possession goes to the Patriots.
So it'll be the 7th turnover now for the Governors. Pretty sloppy. 14 turnovers for Douglas, 7 for Pierre. Usually those are what you would like to see in maybe game totals of turnovers, not in a quarter total.
Yeah, for as good of a first quarter as it's been score-wise for Pierre, it hasn't been the best executed first quarter by their standards, but they're still up by 16. 18 seconds to go in the quarter, and there's a 3 put up and no good from Olivia Harris, and the rebound by Dupree. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Dupree taking her time. Point guard from the top. 5 seconds to go. Dupree, 3, no good, off the iron, and that will end the first quarter. A dominant first quarter for the Pierre Governors, up 20-4 on the Douglas Patriots. Pretty good start, some things to clean up, but the most important thing is Pierre is on the fast track to a victory if they keep playing like this. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, and John Winkler will take you through the second and third quarters when we come back. You're listening to High School Basketball on KCCR and YouTube.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. Same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
Back here at Riggs High School as we're set for the second quarter, 20-4 lead of the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Lennox Dupree here for the Governors. Just those 4 points in that first quarter for Pierre, but the Govs are well in control. Grayson Taylor was open for 3, didn't take it. Emery Larson now will take the 3 on the left side and buries it. Larson joins the action. That's her second 3 of the night. 23-4. As the Governors are up by 19. This ball knocked down the floor, goes out of play off of Graceland Taylor. So it'll stay with the Douglas Patriots, who find themselves down by 19. Just 25 seconds into the second quarter. John Wickler alongside Dylan Simmons. Here, early second quarter action.
Yeah, John, it's really been the surplus of threes that's made the difference for Pierre. Like you mentioned, Emery Larson now with 2, and this offense really dialing it up from downtown.
Olivia Harris misses a shot and going back the other way. Quick touch pass from Soma to Larson, out to Dupree, who buries her first 3 of the ball game. And it's 26-4 now for the Governors.
When you're hot, you're hot. You're hot. And right now, Pierre is absolutely on fire from downtown.
Another turnover as Lennox Dupree is able to take that away, and then a foul committed by Douglas. 14 turnovers in the first quarter for the Patriots. 7 for the Govs in that first quarter. That's a 3rd foul now for Ramsey Johnson, and she'll find her way to the bench.
Yeah, but we'll see Ashlyn Blasius check in. But you got to give credit to what this Pierre defense has been able to do, and this isn't the first time they've looked this impressive all year. They've shown a lot of great defensive performances. They've held 3 opponents to under 40 points. So they know how to get the job done in these kinds of situations, and they know how to get it done offensively as well.
Dupree was wide open from the free throw line. It was a pass from Richter, and nobody there for the defense for Douglas. And Dupree's now got 5 here in the quarter and 9 in the game, 28-4. Governors are up by 24. This ball bounced off the foot. Carly Hartley will go back out in the backcourt to pick it up. And then there will be a foul committed by Emery Larson. Be the second on her and the 3rd team foul by the Governors. Well, first team foul of the second quarter by the Governors. 6:31 left to go, 28-4. Governors lead it by 24. It was a 6-2 ball game just a little bit ago, so it's been a 22-2 run for the Governors. This pass out to Hartley, bounces off of her foot, taken away by Taylor. Another turnover by Douglas. Up ahead for Richter, left hand out to Dupree. She'll fake, drive in, 3 different defenders around her, missed the shot, and the rebound's grabbed by Douglas. But then the hand in the lane by Grace Richter forced Hartley to take 1 extra dribble to her right, and then she lost the handle of the ball and turned it right back over to the Governors.
Yeah, and that's been the one downside that Pierre's had on offense today, has just been unable to hold on to the basketball on certain occasions. Sometimes you got to be a little bit more patient with your approach.
Larson left side out top of the key for Soma. She'll throw it in the corner. Dupree's open, but she travels on the gather of making the catch, and the Governors will turn it over back to Douglas.
That's the second time that Dupree's turned the ball over in scoring position. A little bit too eager with the 3-point shot that time. That's a situation where you got to take that 1 extra dribble to avoid that turnover.
Olivia Harris will catch the inbound pass for the Douglas Patriots. Full court press still on. There's a foul committed by Richter. And for Grace Richter, that will be her 2nd foul. Both just her and Larson have committed fouls only. But it's the 2nd team foul now for the Governors here in the second. 6 minutes to go, 2 minutes gone by in this second quarter. Governors have outscored Douglas 8-0 so far in the first 8 minutes. As a pass will be caught by Clausen. Handed back out, and the Douglas Patriots will take it across midcourt with Hartley, and then that will be a backcourt violation as that pass went off the hands of Blasius and right back across midcourt. So the 18th turnover now of the game for Douglas.
And I love what Pierre's doing with that full court press. They are just converging on the basketball in enemy territory right now, putting a couple of defenders on the player at each time, and it makes it really hard for this Douglas offense to get through it, and that's what's helping to generate all these turnovers.
Ramsey Johnson is back in the game with her 3 fouls. Molly Olson has checked in as well for the Governors. As Dupree will catch on the right wing, jab step, and then the dribbling through traffic. The first initial pass was knocked down, so she's able to regather and continue to dribble. Then there's a foul committed as Taylor was starting to drive. Blasius is the one that gets called for it. And it's the first foul on Blasius, and there's the 2nd team foul. Fresh 35 for the Governors. Richter will catch the inbound. Now Dupree will spot up for a 3. Too far, or too hard, as it goes off the back iron. And it will be picked up by the Douglas Patriots. And then in the backcourts, a pass is going to be deflected, stolen away by Taylor. And then she'll throw it off of Douglas and off of Blasius after Blasius had knocked the ball away from Taylor. But as Taylor touched it, she realized she had to get rid of it and was able to throw it off of Blasius to keep possession, as it'll be an inbound now for the Governors. Dupree will catch. We'll get an offensive foul committed by Grace Richter. It'll be called more of a trip. And that's Richter's third foul. And the second turnover by the Governors here in the second quarter.
Yeah, kind of tripped up Ramsey Johnson that time as she was trying to pursue Dupree, who was going up for the three, and ended up just impeding her progress.
Johnson on the inbound pass. Looking behind her is Olivia Harris. Gets around Dupree, gets into the front court. Almost lost the handle of the ball. Will pass it back over for Johnson. Johnson steps all the way through. Might have been a travel, but their shot was missed. And the rebound's grabbed by Taylor, who chucks it down the court for Richter. Back out for Larson. And at the top of the key, Taylor will set things back up. Larson's wide open. She'll take another three. That one's too strong. Rebound then goes right back to Richter, who didn't even move for it. Taylor spots up for a three. That one's knocked down by Gracelyn Taylor. Her second three. And it's a 31-4 lead.
Hey, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and that's what Pierre's doing with that three-point ball. They keep getting offensive rebounds, and that's what generates these opportunities. Douglas has to find a way to stop Pierre from kicking it back out on the offensive rebounder. This is going to keep happening.
Gracelyn Taylor will get called for the foul. She had popped the ball up to the referee with her foot, a soccer player, and probably thought, maybe I shouldn't have quite done that. As we get a new girl in, Mackenzie Flotmeyer, the 5'7" junior, will check in for the first time here tonight. This will be moving into the key and then stolen away. Emery Larson picks it up, takes it away. 6 turnover by Douglas in the quarter. Flotmeyer, top of the key, moving around. Larson will try another three. That one just off. Flotmeyer's offensive rebound. The shot was blocked, and the ball will come back her way. Flotmeyer will circle back around. Still 30 seconds to go on the shot clock. 4:05 to go here in the second quarter. Taylor's got another three opportunity. Takes another one. That one's missed, and then Flotmeyer will get called for the foul. And a push in the back. And be the first foul on Flotmeyer. 5th team foul. So the Douglas Patriots will be shooting free throws the rest of the way with 4:01 to go here in the second quarter. All the way walking down the court will be Olivia Harris. Make that Ramsey Johnson that will take the free throws. They're looking for their, looking for their first points of the second quarter. Johnson makes the first free throws that bounced around and through.
Yeah, it's been rough sledding in the second quarter for Douglas. And again, Pierce just zeroed in on what they found in the first quarter with the offensive inefficiencies for the Patriots. And they've just dwelled on that. It's allowed them to make this game what it is. And even though it's only the second quarter, it almost feels out of reach already, even with 3:55 to go.
Top of the key here for Molly Olson. Both free throws were good for Johnson. They're 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Flotmeyer to the right side for Larson. Back out top. Olson will throw left wing. Taylor had an open look. Dribbled in, then finds Olson as a double team came on Taylor. Able to just drop it over the top, and Molly Olson was open for an easy bucket, her 5th point of the night. And it's 33-6. The Governors are closing in on getting a 30-point lead, but Gracelyn Taylor will get called for the foul on the push. That will send Douglas right back to the free throw line. Second one on Gracelyn Taylor.
Great work by Molly Olson on that last possession for Pierre to just drift away. Whenever she saw the double team, she immediately had the recognition, all right, now I need to cut to the hoop. That's exactly what she did. She capitalizes and gets the score for Pierre.
Johnson's already 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Her first free throw, that one's off back iron. First free throw missed by Douglas tonight.
Pierre scoring an average of 50.7 points per game right now. I'd say they've got a good chance of hitting that and probably surpassing that tonight.
Jasmine Yost will check in for Emery Larson. So 33-6 is our score. With 3:30 remaining here in the second quarter. Second free throw, that will find its way through. 33-7 American Family Insurance, Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Lennox Dupree on the right side. Starts to drive, kicks it over for Olson. Back out top for Taylor, who again had an open look, didn't take it. Pass to Yost to the point. Hands it back off for Olson, driving left hand. Got to the block, passed it back out for Taylor. Governors taking their time offensively. Dupree, now it's open. Flotmeyer for 3. That one's off back iron. Rebound will be grabbed by the Douglas Patriots. So Douglas will get that rebound and get the possession. Ramsey Johnson will move it into the front court. Drives through, throws it to the basket as she fell to the ground. Rebound will be grabbed by Olson. Might have been tripped, but was out of control, so not going to get the foul call, as Dupree will stop inside the paint, get the 3-foot jump shot to fall. And it's 35-7. Governors are up by 28 with 2:37 to go here in the second quarter.
Dupree's been so good at handling the basketball on these fast breaks tonight. She does it right there again, goes right to the hoop. I love the fact she had no hesitation in shooting that underneath shot, even with a couple defenders near her, goes right to the hoop.
Schroyer almost lost the ball, was able to push it back out to the point for Blasius. With 10 to go on the shot clock, works left side. Blasius still with it. Now that pass deflected. It's going to be picked up by Schroyer. Out the top of the key. Long shot as the shot clock was expiring. The rebound's grabbed by Graceland Taylor. Up to the right side, Dupree inside the paint again. Another 3-foot jump shot is good. Lennox Dupree with 9 in the quarter, 13 now in the ball game. And the Governors lead it by 30, 37-7.
She has found her shot right underneath the basket. She seems to just have a knack of putting it in the hoop in that position, and she does a great job of getting to that spot. Nothing Douglas can do to stop her.
Harris will travel, took 3 steps to try and get that running shot to fall, so another turnover. That'll be the 21st turnover by the Douglas Patriots.
That frequency of turnovers has just been immense tonight, and again, credit to this Pierre defense and what they've been able to do. They gave up 74 to Washington in their last game, but rest assured, in the 10 days between the Washington game and tonight, you can tell that this Pierre defense has made a lot of adjustments that are paying off huge.
Lennox Dupree had the open look, decides to pass it to Olsen, now left side for Taylor. Top of the key again for Flottmeyer. Now Dupree on the right side. Top of the key again, Olsen will catch. Left side for Yost. Top of the key, Flottmeyer. Right side, Dupree drives with the left hand, falling away for the basket to the left side, and Dupree will get her 4th field goal, 5th different shot to fall. That pass on the inbound is deflected, stolen away by Taylor. Dupree underneath for Flottmeyer, who will put it through. Mackenzie Flottmeyer is on the score sheet, and it's 41-7 here for the Governors. Final minutes of this second quarter, and Olsen will get called for a touch foul. And Douglas will go back to the free throw line.
And the avalanche continues for Pierre. Great work by both Dupree and Flottmeyer. And again, Douglas is just allowing Pierre to get opportunities right underneath the hoop, and they can't stop it. So Pierre's having enough spacing to just get right underneath there, and it continues to pay off.
With 59 seconds to go, this will be free throws 5 and 6 of the quarter, but no points, no field goals made so far for Douglas in this second quarter. They have just 1 in the game, as the first free throw is good to make it 41-8, as Addison Soma will check back in. And then you have Hartley and Harris both back in the game for the Douglas Patriots. Second free throw, that will miss. It was short, rebounds tipped around. Dupree will track it down the corner, able to keep it away. And the Governors will go back on offense to the left side. Wide open, Flottmeyer with the left hand. Good pass from Taylor right ahead to Flottmeyer, who's got the last 4 for the Governors, and they lead at 43-8. That ball is lost, but picked back up by Blazier. And Emma Blazier into the front court with 35 seconds to go here in the first half. 43-8, 35-point lead here for the Governors as we near the end of the first half. Ball's tipped around, found its way over. A 3-ball is up and away and good from Carly Hartley. The first field goal made in this second quarter, 43-10. The shot clock is turned off, and the Governors will hold to the final shot. I think that was only a 2, was not a 3. As Dupree with 6 seconds to go. Dupree step back, pulls up for 3. That one's missed again, left side. Bouncing, it will go out of bounds off of the Governors. And so with 0.5 seconds, Douglas, all they can do is inbound. They can't get a shot away with 0.5 seconds, but the catch will be made, and that will take us to the end of the first half. 43-10. Governors outscored Douglas 23-6 in that second quarter. We'll step aside for 3 minutes. We'll come back with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball at KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Did you know it is important for your child to see the dentist at the time their first tooth erupt? A healthy smile begins at birth, and there are many variables, from healthy eating habits to good oral hygiene and routine dental care. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer. At Missouri River Dentistry, we enjoy working with people of all ages. Dentistry is our profession, but people are our focus. I invite families to come experience an office that uses the latest techniques and equipment to be sure you receive that healthy and happy smile. To schedule your appointments for your family, call us at 223-2021. Kids love us, parents trust us.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the costs throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brady Shufflebite Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line of power.
Welcome back here on KCCR Sports. Dylan Simmons and John Winkler on the call here on KCCR and on YouTube, wherever you're listening or watching from tonight, live here at Riggs High School. And it is now time for our halftime show. And boy, it was a dominant first half for the Pierre Governors, 43-10 over the Douglas Patriots right now. Let's take a look at some of our leading scores. Lennox Dupree leads all scores with 15, and she had a bevy of three-point shots in that first half. She was sensational off the bench tonight, John.
Yeah, off the bench. She not usual to see her coming off the bench, but did not start and still found a way to lead all scores with those 15 points. And she did so, one, because she's a good scorer already, but able to take advantage of all the turnovers from Douglas and put herself in the right spot.
She did force a lot of turnovers in that first half, as well as capitalizing on fast breaks. She was sensational. Gracelyn Taylor had 8 for Pierre. Grace Richter had 5. Mackenzie Flotmeyer had a solid end of the first half. She ended up with a couple of baskets. Molly Olson had 5. Emery Larson had 6. And that is the scoring for the Pierre Governors. But I think even more impressive than what they were able to do offensively is obviously what they were able to do defensively, holding the Patriots to only 10 points in that first half, which Douglas has not had statistically, the best offense in AA, but even still holding a AA opponent to 10 points in that first half, pretty impressive.
Well, it coincides with the fact that they have doubled the turnovers, 22 turnovers, only 10 points for the Douglas Patriots. And some of it, you can say, yeah, Douglas wants to be better at it, and obviously Douglas will go in the locker room and talk about all that. But the credit is the Governor defense is forcing those 22 turnovers. There's not a whole lot of turnovers that were generated in that first half that you could say, yeah, that was just a bad Douglas possession. It was forced because of what the Governor defense did.
Douglas's highest scorer was Carly Hartley, with 3 points. Ramsey Johnson had 2. Olivia Harris also had a basket, or a couple free throws, I should say. And Riley LaJoy had a 2-point shot off the glass for the Patriots. But that was it for the team from Box Elder. And right now, Pierre is well on their way, we would say, to a victory. But you brought this up at the top of the broadcast. It's important for Pierre not to take their foot off the throttle, even when you're up by this much.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do defensively, calling off the press when they do that, whether they do that at the beginning of this second half or if they continue to work a little bit on that press as well. But also, even if you're calling off the press, you can still have some really tough half-court defense. And what the Governors, maybe that's what you work on in the second half. You're up by 33. Crazy things have happened before. You're not, the game's not over until that final buzzer hits. But you can start working on different things. And the press has worked well defensively. You can work on that half-court defense because you never know when that might come into play at the end of the season, that you want to play well on the half-court side of the defense instead of having the press. So there's some things that the Governors can do. And of course, all these girls that will go into the basketball game tonight, whether they've played already, whether they will get into the game at some point, Coach Bebout, Coach Becker, all those coaches are gonna be coaching hard for these girls that are gonna be in the game because they want the max effort, no matter if the score's 33-point lead or a 3-point lead.
They want 110% from those players, no matter what the situation is. And Kirk Bebout entering tonight's game with a 57-39 record since coming to Pierre. He's in his 5th season, and of course, this team not that far removed from making a state championship game appearance just a couple of years ago, and they're playing at a very high playoff level tonight. We'll see if it continues. We'll take one more 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Pierre Governors and the Douglas Patriots for second half action. John Winkler on the call for the third quarter. We'll be right back in 3.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Everett Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Everett Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Everett Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre, where exceptional customer service meets an incredible inventory lineup. Looking for your dream car? Our expert team is here to guide you every step of the way. From dependable Fords to luxurious Lincolns and versatile Toyotas, we have something for every taste, need, and budget. Experience the difference with us today. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalry? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great. We're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Back here at Ricks High School as we get set for the third quarter. Pierre Governor boys are in box other than anything on the Douglas Patriots. They're still about 17 minutes or so away from starting. We're getting started with our third quarter. They're going to an 8 o'clock Central Time tip-off. So we'll almost be done by the time that they get rolling as the first inbound pass will go off of the Governors.
Benefits of having the Central Time Zone and the Mountain Time Zone so close together.
They also have the shot. We are in running clock, run time, but they have got to make sure that the shot clock starts and stops when they need it to. 7:49 left to go, and there's 33 seconds to go on the shot clock. And so now the Bob Lowry have to work a little bit harder at the shot clock because he can't just reset it. He's got to stop it and start it whenever it needs to also because there is that run clock in this third and fourth quarter. The Governor's up by 30. This will be a turnover. Could have been a travel, but will be a turnover, the 23rd of the game for the Douglas Patriots. So this third and fourth quarter, they will stop on timeouts and free throws as we'll have the clock stop. Otherwise, the clock will continue to run throughout this second half. On the right side, Graceland Taylor underneath for Larson. That shot partially blocked, and it will go back the other way for the Douglas Patriots. Emma Blazier with that block. Top of the key here for the Douglas Patriots. Blazier left side for three. That's too strong. Rebounds grabbed by Richter. And it will find Lennox Dupree up ahead for Larson, who will turn, looking for the hook shot, and then we get a foul. That'll be committed against the Douglas Patriots. So Emery Larson will go to the free throw line. And the clock does stop at 6:51. That is the fourth foul now on Ramsey Johnson. Larson's first free throw, that is good. Governors were just 1 for 2 from the free throw line that first half. Patriots were 6 for 8, but they scored 43 points. They only shot 2 free throws that entire first half. That second free throw was missed. And so now 2 for 4 from the line as Larson's now got 7 points. Ball's on the ground again. We'll get a tie up. We'll get a jump ball, and we'll go to the Pierre Governors. Another turnover by the Douglas Patriots.
Yeah, Pierre didn't really have to go to the free throw line that often in the first half. They were so effective at scoring without having to get into the post too much, especially on fast breaks, that it benefited them. But good to see that Pierre was able to make at least one of those free throws that time with Larson.
Grace Richter retying her shoes. Clock continues to run, though, and I would say that's probably not a bad thing to have that clock continue to run. And we see it in hockey every once in a while, get the 6-goal lead and the run time. In hockey, you kind of want more whistles and more face-offs. Here, you maybe not so much putting girls at the free throw line, but the more whistles help the game still move along quickly as Lennox Dupree will miss the three. Grace Richter will pick up the loose ball and hand it to Taylor. So another turnover by Douglas, another good defensive play by the Governors. Richter in the corner of the right side. She'll start to drive baseline. There's a foul committed. Blazier will get called.
Took a shot to the face that time, did Richter. She immediately was grasping towards her eye, but looks like she's okay. That's good to see. That's not a shot you ever want to see a basketball player take.
Fresh 35 with 5:25 to go here in quarter number 3. As Richter will make that Taylor catch the inbound pass. Dupree got it back out for Taylor. Now be Richter, and we get 3-second violation against Addison Soma. And it will be the 10th turnover by the Pierre Governors here tonight.
Yeah, and turnovers, one thing that Pierre has not done as effectively tonight. They're usually pretty good about avoiding turnovers, but for whatever reason tonight, it just hasn't gone their way. They'll want to make sure to cut down on those in the future, and we'll see if they can tie it up just a little bit more throughout the rest of this game.
There's a 3 from Blazier that misses, and the rebound will come to Richter. We already played 3 minutes of this third quarter. The Governors leading by 34, 44-10. The American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Right side for Graceland Taylor. She'll get the pass over for Richter, who got the screen from Larson. Almost got the pass to Larson as she was cutting the basket behind her. Richter now has it in the baseline, throws it out for Taylor in a skip pass. Able to find Dupree somehow. A no-look pass there from Taylor. And then Soma will be fouled. And we will get a whistle and another free throw upcoming here for the Pierre Governors.
Great work by Addison Soma that time, going right to the basket And that's what you got to do in those occasions, is sometimes just fight right through the contact. She did, and she gets rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. And I love the lack of hesitation that Pierre's had when it comes to those inside shots tonight. You like the three-point shot, but you want that to be a complement to what you can do inside the post sometimes, and Pierre's doing that.
And the live and die by the three. You don't have to live and die by the three because you can work the ball inside and get those easier shots or more high percentage shots. Soma goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line, so the Governors continue to miss and make one each. And they're 3 for 6 from the line as we're down to 4:08 to go here in the third quarter. The Governors are up 45-10. And a pass that will go out of bounds off of the hands of Harris, as it is turnover 26 for the Douglas Patriots.
Yeah, that's kind of been the story of the night for Douglas. Just passes that haven't quite found the mark, been a little bit off touch, just out of reach. And it's those small things, especially at this juncture in the season when you're trying to shore up those mistakes, that can really come back to bite you. And that has cost Douglas time and time again tonight.
Soma underneath for Dupree, out left side. Richter's open, but that one's too strong off the backboard. And the rebound's grabbed by the Douglas Patriots. Olivia Harris works it into the front court. Richter defending her. Harris will drive baseline, floats it to the basket, missed the shot, and the rebound's grabbed by Soma. And the fast break goes all the way up ahead for Richter. One extra pass to Taylor, and she'll keep it in play. Larson's three is an air ball, and the Governors started that possession well, but finished it pretty sloppy. And let's go back to the Douglas Patriots.
Yeah, that's a situation where Richter almost could have just went for the shot herself, decided to go for the extra pass, the open look, and I don't blame her for that, but that's just a situation where you got to have the pass to be accurate, and it just wasn't quite on the mark.
On the right side for the Douglas Patriots, as it's now Harris again out the point with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Drives inside, floats into the basket, bounces around, and falls through. Just the third field goal made of the day for the Douglas Patriots. 4 points now for Olivia Harris. 45-12. The Governors are up by 33. Good pass from Taylor underneath, right to Lennox Dupree, who is cutting the basket. And the Governors have done a good job, Dylan, of moving without the basketball in this ball game.
They certainly have, and I love the way, like you mentioned, the offense moves even when they don't have the basketball. Sometimes players just kind of stand around in those situations. They don't try to make any movement, don't try to generate any opportunities, but Pierre's not like that. They're always moving, always creating opportunities, and it pays off for them.
Timeout taken here by the Douglas Patriots. We'll keep it here on KCCR. 2:03 left to go in the third quarter. Governors leading 47-12. Coming up the rest of this week here on KCCR on Thursday, Dylan will bring you Pierre Governor girls basketball against the Brandon Valley, who is currently 8-1 in the season. That's going to be a heck of a basketball game here at home for the Governor girls to take on the Brandon Valley Lynx, as we'll have it for you with a 7 o'clock tip-off. Going into then Friday and Saturday, we'll have Saturday college basketball for you. A couple of basketball games. I think Houston, Kansas is the highlighted game of that day with the evening game. And then into Saturday night on Capital City Rock, we've got Hawaii Capitals hockey taking on the Aberdeen Cougars and girls hockey. Then Sunday, and of course here on KCCR, the NFC and AFC championship games. Dylan, we'll probably talk about this on the morning show coming up probably by Friday at the latest. It will have to be Friday at the latest, but I'm sure we'll talk about it. But who do you like in the football games this weekend?
I'm going to take the Chiefs to win the AFC championship. I just think that they've had the Bills number for years, and I don't think it's going to change, but we'll see. Josh Allen, he's not a guy to be messed with. And then the NFC championship game, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Commanders are going to pull the upset.
I was going to say, I don't know if the Bills and the Commanders can both win, but I'd like to see that Super Bowl because I'm not a fan of any of the four teams. But I just want to see somebody else besides the Eagles and Chiefs play another Super Bowl again.
Yeah, I don't think anyone that I know wants to see Chiefs-Eagles. No disrespect to those fan bases, but they're not the popular ones right now.
Here's another turnover, but it's turned right back to the Douglas Patriots. The ball is tipped, and Jasmine Yost had grabbed it, but then traveled before she started to dribble, and then turned it right back over. So Governors have turned the ball over now 11 times in the game. 1:35 to go. That'll be a travel. Another turnover by the Douglas Patriots. Olivia Harris took that one extra step instead of putting it up for the shot, and she took the step and stayed with it and got called for the travel.
Yeah, she didn't agree with the call, but like you mentioned, she took the one extra step inside the post that time, trying to get the ball out. That's when you just have to be quick with your movements and quick with your decision making. If you take one too many steps, it can quickly come back to bite you, and it just resulted in a turnover there.
That pass was tipped, and it goes out of play, goes into the corner. So the Governors, with 24 on the shot clock, will have Larson inbound in the corner on the far side of the court as we're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. And then Lennox Dupree is fouled, and that will not put her to the free throw line. That is going to be the third team foul. And the second one on Emma Blazier. I think they're the fourth team foul with 45 seconds to go and a fresh 35. As the clock continues to run on the inbound pass from Dupree to Larson, takes one dribble, throws it back for Dupree. Left-handed drive, and she is fouled, and that will put her to the free throw line. With 30 seconds to go, shot clock will turn off. We'll see when the clock actually stops, as that was on Blazier again. Make that Schroyer her first. And with 26.5 to go, the clock is stopped as Dupree's at the line for the first time tonight.
We talked about Lennox Dupree for a long time tonight and her great ability. And, of course, coming off the bench, that's not a situation that she's used to, but she's made the most of it, and that shows great complementary team basketball, not being frustrated by your circumstances or not being in a certain spot. She's still played great regardless, and she's shown her value to the team. Great stuff from her tonight.
A lane violation on the second free throw that was missed anyway, so Dupree goes 1 for 2 from the line with 26 seconds to go. We had 3 different sets of free throws for the Governors, who had just shot the ball from the free throw line just one time in that first quarter, in the first half, as another steal as Graceland Taylor has it from Grace Richter. 8 seconds to go. Dupree pulls up for 3. That one's buried for Lennox Dupree to make it 51-12. With 2 seconds to go from half court, a shot will go up from Harris, and it will be missed. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. 51-12. Governors lead by 39 at the end of 3. Back in a minute with the fourth quarter. Dylan's got it for you next. You listen to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Ferding Electric and their team of electricians have been serving the electrical needs of Central South Dakota for over 60 years. For fast, dependable service, call Ferding Electric. For free estimates, commercial, residential, and farm wiring, you'll find a large selection of light bulbs, including the hard-to-find fluorescent bulbs. Ferding Electric at 2903 East Elizabeth Street in Pierre. They'll do the job right the first time. Call 605-224-8684. Ferding Electric, 605-224-8684.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. You do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
And welcome back here to Riggs High School. Dylan Simmons, John Winkler on the call. You're listening to high school basketball on KCCR Radio and the KCCR Sports YouTube channel. The Pierre Girls Governors basketball team up 51-12 and showing no signs of slowing down. Fast break. Yost inside. Shot up, no good for the Govs. Rebound is fought for. And let's see who comes up with it. A foul's committed, and the Governors will retain possession of the basketball. Great work by Pierre to track that basketball down.
The Governors emptying their bench a little bit more as the game goes on here to the fourth quarter, and that running clock continues.
Yeah, some of the JV players getting in for Pierre. Love to see that. Yost inside, finds an open player. It was Bushbaum. Put the shot up, couldn't get it to go, but she's headed to the free throw line. First action for Marina Bushbaum tonight, and she's got a chance to put up 2 free throws.
The one thing that stops those running clocks ends up being the free throws.
First free throw is up and good, and Pierre takes a 52-12 lead, and the avalanche of scoring continues. Douglas entered tonight on obviously a very tough losing streak, an 0-8 start to the season, a 16-game losing streak overall dating back to last year. They haven't won a game period since January 25th of 2024, as the second free throw is missed, and it looks like that streak will continue for Douglas tonight, as Bloschers got it from the far corner. Pass inside is deflected and taken away. Another turnover by the Patriots. Pierre's got the ball once more. Fast break for the Govs is slowed down. Yost from the top, and there's going to be a foul called, a push foul, offensive foul on Pierre, and turnover back to the Patriots. So Blosher will take the inbound pass. Pierre has led off the full court press with 6:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Blosher, far side, passes it over to Schroyer. Schroyer in the corner, up against the baseline, drives, kicks it back in. That is going to be blocked by Pierre. What a savage block. Pierre's got the basketball once more. Fast break for the Govs. Inside open, shooting and scoring is Flottmeyer.
Another great job of Flottmeyer getting the basket. That's her 6 points have been right next to the basket every time she scored.
She has crashed the glass time and time again. Open here is Blosher. Couldn't quite score. Now goes for a corner three. No good off balance. Rebounded by Flottmeyer. Fast break for the Govs once more. And the Pierre Governors are keeping the foot on the throttle, as we mentioned. Turnover as Bloshes takes it away. Going to keep the score at a 42-point Governors lead. If Pierre can hold on, which they almost assuredly will, they'll move to 4-3 on the season. Three-point shot up and good here from Emma Blosher. That is her first basket of the night and her first points period. 54-15 Governors. Now Pierre goes back to work. Yost finds Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer with the pass. Gets it back out.
Ellen Hart wearing number 12 for the Governors.
My apologies.
And
inside, shot is good.
That is for Jordan Kirky.
Jordan Kirky puts it in. And Pierre is going to take a 56-15 lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Governors up 56-15. 5 minutes on the dot remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to high school basketball on KCCR Radio and the KCCR Sports YouTube channel.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Welcome back to Pierre Governors Basketball on KCCR Radio and the KCCR Sports YouTube channel. Dylan Simmons and John Winkler on the call. 5 minutes to go in regulation. And the Pierre girls up 56-15 on the Douglas Patriots here at Riggs High School. And what a dominant performance it's been for Pierre, both offensively and defensively. Not a lot of bad things to say, John.
No, not at all. The Governors have played really well, both, as you said, offensively, defensively. Also, I'm going to apologize because I'm going to say legal ID real quick if you hadn't already. KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. If you did, I apologize.
You're all good.
But it is past 8 o'clock here on this Tuesday nights.
That it is, and we thank you all so much for tuning in, staying with us throughout the entirety of this game, and we got some more basketball still to come. Patriots have it once more. Harris puts up a shot, no good off balance. Rebound taken by Jordan Kirky, and the Govs get back to work. Here's Jasmine Yost. Yost kicks it out. Kirky from the top. Gives the ball over to Flottmeyer. Mackenzie Flottmeyer goes back to Bushbaum. Bushbaum finds Yost. Good ball movement by Pierre. Kirky's got it. Kirky finds open Flottmeyer, pumps it. Fires up the shot, mid-range, off glass, good.
You don't see it very often, but the backboard is there for a good reason, and Mackenzie Flottmeyer used it to good reason and now has 8 points.
58-15 Pierre, off-balance shot way off the mark for Olivia Harris. Just kind of threw up a prayer that time. Now a scrum for the basketball as Kirky and Ramsey Johnson were on at that time. Pierre's going to get the possession, and we'll see Molly Olson check into the game. She will sub in for the first time in this fourth quarter. And the Governors go back to work on offense, up by 43, if my math is correct.
It's hard to, it's not math that you usually have in a basketball game.
Don't usually have to count that much. As Pierre Back on offense, and that pass is going to be taken away. Trying to thread the needle was Molly Olson, and the Patriots made her pay that time. A little bit of a greedy pass, and Douglas didn't let her off the hook. Olivia Harris has it. And a warning, I think, on the Douglas sideline, or no, actually, that's a player is injured. Riley LaJoy is in some kind of pain. Not sure what exactly happened.
We'll have Casey Michelson, the trainer, starts to make her way down there to check on her, but she'll have to come out of the basketball game.
And we'll just hope that whatever's ailing Riley LaJoy, that she'll be able to get through it. Patriots with the ball once more. Harris from the near side. Guarded by inside, puts up the shot. No good, but got fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. She was guarded by Olson that time. That was what I was trying to say. And now Harris will head to the charity stripe for 2. Clock still running inside of 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Now it stops. 2:44 to go in this fourth quarter. And Pierre still preserving a 58-15 lead. Foul was on Bushbaum. That was her first.
6 for 8 from the free throw line for the Douglas Patriots tonight. Make it 7 for 9 on that first free throw.
And that is one thing that Douglas can hang their hat on, is that they were very consistent from the free throw line. And obviously not a lot of positives for Douglas tonight, but you still take away what you can and build off of that for the future. Second free throw rattles in and out, and kind of emblematic of the luck that Douglas has had in this game. Here's got it once more. Flottmeyer gets inside the arc, gets it out. Kirky inside. Kirky against 3 defenders. No good. Rebound is fought for and taken by Douglas. Went off of Bushbaum that time. And now Douglas with possession. A poke by Yost. They're going to call a reach-in foul. And that was maybe a little bit of a sell job, but it's a foul.
So she looked over at the bench saying, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. But yeah, she'll pick up her first foul, though.
It was a foul, and Douglas will get it back. But yeah, she had a shocked Pikachu face over towards the bench that time. And now we'll see Johnson in the post. And before the shot went off, there was a foul committed, looks like by Yost. That'll be her second of the game. Inbound pass on the way for Douglas. And Pierre's going to send in another new player as Yost will check out.
That'll be Ellen Hart checking back in.
Ellen Hart checking in. Inbound pass for the Patriots. Harris has it, near corner. Guarded by Flottmeyer, puts up a floater, no good. And Pierre gets the rebound once more. Here's Hart. Down the floor, gets it out to Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer stops, goes to Kirky. Kirky from the free throw line, money. Jordan Kirky now with 4 and a nice 2-point shot that time. Gets it to 60-16 for the Governors. 1:07 to go in this fourth quarter. That shot goes in. That is Johnson who scored that time. Make it 60-18. Johnson with her second basket. Now it's a 3-point shot from Kirky. Off the mark, no good. Gets her own rebound, follows through to Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer from the top. Finds Molly Olson, now gets the ball back. Flottmeyer has it. Flottmeyer gets a screen. Now to Kirky. Kirky back to Olson. Olson driving against the baseline. That is too easy. Nice move by Molly Olson, and she gets it to go.
She'll finish with 7, assuming there's no other shot taken with the shot clock turned off, but finish with 7 tonight off the bench, or at the start.
Yep, came in as a starter to begin this game. 62-18. Harris driving. Foul committed. Clock still running, and it looks like that may just about run this thing out. And now they will stop it, 12.9.
With that 15 foul, we get one more set of free throws.
I was waiting to see how long it was going to take them to stop the clock, and they did eventually stop it after a little bit. First free throw is no good from Harris. And it looks like the Patriots will not even make it to 20 tonight. What a performance by this Pierre defense. That's your story. Harris gets the second one, but time is going to run out for the Patriots. And as for Pierre, they are feeling it tonight. Kirky's got it, gives it over to Flottmeyer, and she can just dribble it out for the home team. The Pierre Governors pick up a dominant win at home, 62-19. They get back in the win column in their first home game of 2025, and they do it in crushing fashion. What a win for Pierre.
A great job by the Governors to pick up that win, to get back in the win column after dropping those 2 in a row, and be able to get, hopefully, what is going to start a good win streak.
Well, your final score on the Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard, Pierre wins 62-19 over the Douglas Patriots. We'll take a 3-minute timeout and be right back with our post-game show right here on KCCR Radio and the KCCR Sports YouTube channel, so make sure you don't go anywhere. Back in 3.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the costs throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Welcome back to Riggs High School. Dylan Simmons and John Winkler on the call. This is the post-game show for Pierre Governors basketball. And the Pierre Govs girls basketball team with a dominant 62-19 win as displayed on our Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard, presented by American Family Insurance. And what a win it was, John. You know, we could slap on a bunch of hyperboles about just how good Pierre was tonight, but I don't think those would even do it justice, because what Pierre was able to do both offensively and defensively, about as complete of a performance as they've had all season.
Yeah, you know, the hyperbole or the cliche of a business-like effort, this Governor team knew they had to take care of business, and they did so, but they did so in a really good way. It wasn't just showing up and going through the motions. They forced 20, make that 31 turnovers by the Douglas Patriots in this game. They get 21 points out of Lennox Dupree, and they had so many girls score points in this game. It was it wasn't just a business performance for the Governors, it was a dominating performance for the Governors.
It absolutely was. Let's take a look at some of our post-game stats. The leading scorer, and if I had to make a decision, our player of the game, Lennox Dupree with 21 for the Govs tonight. What a dominant performance from her. She seemed like she was everywhere all night long. She was at the basketball, playing great defense, shooting under the hoop from beyond the arc. She was really doing it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And while she was the only one in double figures, it was, you know, a lot of great efforts from everybody else. And Dupree, you know, coming off the bench right away, was able to score right away and be able to get a lot of good positioning and a lot of good defense to be played.
Molly Olson had 7 for the Govs. Emery Larson had 7. Gracelyn Taylor had 8. She was tied for the second leading scorer for Pierre tonight. How about Mackenzie Flotmeyer with 8 as well? She was great tonight for Pierre underneath the basket, getting shots to go off the glass. Pierre had really a lot of great scores. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I believe, if my math is correct, players, 10 different players who scored for Pierre tonight, and that shows just how good the whole team was able to get involved here, John.
Absolutely. Like you said, 10 different players scored, and coming off the bench, whether it be in the fourth quarter or not, all of those girls that got in were able to score and able to put up some points, which is fantastic to see. And Coach Bebout says all the time, too, it's not about who scores the most points or where, you know, who has to score. It's never been about that. But to see everybody get into the game and score like they did, that's the effort. That's the kind of scoring that Coach Bebout likes to see.
And he will hope to see more of that in the future. But there's no rest for Pierre. They've got a big game coming up Thursday. We talked about it earlier on, but the big showdown against Brandon Valley right back here at 7 o'clock Thursday night. An 8-1 Brandon Valley Lynx team. There's going to be a lot that Pierre's going to have to do right, but I think when you look at what they did tonight, if they can translate and take away both the offensive and defensive side of the basketball that they showed in this game, they could very well beat Brandon Valley.
Absolutely, and that's going to be such a big test for them. And you know, you want to come out healthy in a game like this and play well, and again get those positive, the positive stuff going for you. Bad habits can be created, quickly in a game like this. But I don't think that the Governors were going to see that tonight. By the way, do we want to talk to any of the girls that are over here right now? Anybody in particular that you want to call up here? We can go bring somebody up.
Well, let's do it. Let's see if we can get Lennox Dupree up here.
All right, we'll see if we can get Lennox.
He muted the wrong mic for a second. My apologies. But, yeah, Pierre obviously with a lot of great scoring from all around tonight as we're going to have Lennox make her way up here. Big thanks to John Winkler for getting this little impromptu interview organized. Lennox, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. All right. Well, congratulations on a big win tonight and a great performance by you. What's going right for you tonight?
Tonight, mostly just getting open looks. My teammates help with that a lot, and getting to the rim.
What can you say about the defense that you guys played? You generated 30-plus turnovers on this Brandon team. What was going right for you guys from a defensive perspective?
Defensively, we always try to put a lot of ball pressure on them and keep them out of the middle. So we work really hard on that every day in practice. We literally 60 minutes every day for practice. So, yeah.
And you got a big game coming up this Thursday night against Brandon Valley. How are you guys looking forward to that one?
It's definitely going to be a tough turnaround from playing Douglas, but I think we're ready. It's going to be, Brandon Valley is very good. So we just got to turn around and lock back in.
All right, excited for it. I would say Riggs High School will be rocking for that one. Lennox, congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
That was Lennox Dupree, the leading scorer for Pierre tonight, coming off the bench and doing a great job for the Governors in a 62-19 win. Big win for Pierre, but like we've mentioned before, big game coming up this Thursday night. We'll be right back here on KCCR Radio and KCCR Sports. Make sure to tune in for that. But as for tonight, for John Winkler and for all of you listening in at home, I'm Dylan Simmons saying so long. This has been a presentation of KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. So long and have an electric night.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre